Hey there everyone, it's Val and welcome back to the Ferret Business, the labors of Valentine and friends, and those friends being Greaterator, Robert, and Gore. It's good to be back. Hope you missed me. So actually there's quite a few things to show you today. I'm going to show you primarily what we worked on today, and I'll mention in passing some of the things the fellows worked on when I was not able to stream with them. Right, so Gore set up, and I see we already have a full barrel, igneous extruders so that you can make some obsidian. And I know he did it for a project that he's working on that isn't in a state to be shown yet. And so I'm not going to talk about it in detail. However, I do plan to steal some of that obsidian and use it for decorating. Don't know how soon that'll be, but fairly soon. I also made this. It's supposed to be a well, but I guess the name is kind of messed up right now. Tilesync.name, and when you place it, it doesn't matter what kind you make, it always places one that looks like this. I'm sure that's going to be fixed, but I just figured I'd mention it. But it is very handy because you can use it to, well, it's a well. It's got water in it. It's an infinite water source, so very handy. Robert made another set of ender chests and ender pouches so that we have another common chest that we can exchange items in without putting them in this chest of stuff that's supposed to go into the storage system here. And of course I have some things that I need to clean out of here, make homes for them. They don't currently have homes yet. And I didn't get to that today because I was busy working on some other things. And that's what I'm going to show you. I can't remember if this was here last time or not. But just in case I didn't talk about it before, Greaterator set these up to make steel. But then we discovered that you can also make steel using the metallurgic infuser. And so he ended up using that with compressed carbon to make steel. And it is faster than using the blast furnace. So I believe, if I remember the numbers correctly, Gory said in the time it takes to make a stack. I'm just wondering if I can see the upgrades here. Can't see them. Okay, any case, in the time that it takes you to make a stack of steel in the metallic infuser, you get 18 steel out of the blast furnace. So just a little bit faster. Still not blazingly fast, but it is faster than the alternative. Right. So let's make our way down the hall. Actually, I can probably turn those off now. They're probably just cluttering things up. Let's just turn them off for the moment, rather than get rid of them. Greaterator has been very busy today. He created this diesel generator from Immersive Engineering, and I think this is an awesome block to look at. It just makes me think of a train engine. So maybe it's just me, but that's what it makes me think of. So it doesn't have a GUI that you can click on. I'm right-clicking on it now, not getting anything. But you can see here, actually let me start going, and I'll go around the room and introduce you to it in the same manner that Greaterator did to me. Here you have the fermenter, and the fermenter takes sugarcane, or at least we're planning to use sugarcane. I don't know if it can use other items, so I will only speak about what I have been told. Right, so you put the sugarcane in here, and you get... what the heck do you get out of it? Something that goes into here. It's not plant oil. It's the other thing that we don't have any yet, so I can't show you, but I do have sugarcane. Let's put some sugarcane in. What you making? What you making? Ethanol. Okay, there we go. Sugarcane is making ethanol. Fabulous. And you can see it's starting up. So over here is the other thing, the industrial squeezer. and it is taking pumpkin seeds and producing plant oil. And both of those are going over here into the refinery, as I just showed you when I was looking in here. You can see that we're full of plant oil, and I'm working on getting the sugar or the ethanol being produced more quickly. And that's what I'm going to show you next. And both of those are fed up through the conduits, or the biofuel that's actually being produced by this is what is going in, and as you heard the thing going puttering away, it turns on the diesel generator and gives us more power. And because while we currently are full of power in our conduit bank, over time we will be adding more machines and using up more power, particularly the AE system, the full AE system, which we don't have set up yet. And well, that's I'm pretty sure that's what Greaterator's planning that for. And right, okay, I have a few things to show you. I kind of walked up there without talking about it. So first, let me show off a new item. A present. There was a present waiting for me. Woohoo! And it's sort of a combination. The original jetpack was made by Greaterator as a present. Everybody got one. And Gore then took it and he gave it rainbow instead of fire coming from the exhaust, which is fabulous. And he armored it for me as well. And so to thank everybody, well, although it turned out Gore didn't want them, in chat, I was suggested I make free runners, and they are kind of like draconic boots in the sense that they give you step up, and they also give you, as long as this has energy in it, they will give you fall protection if the fall is going to kill you. Oh no, sorry, it's that. I think that protects you. Anyway, I'll talk about that a little bit more. Anyway, the point is, it uses up energy instead of you dying. So, yes, I totally like that. Okay, so the reinforced jetpack, and Gore thinks he's ready to try his miner. Okay, well, I'll have to go and take a look at that if you can wait a moment, Gore, because I might as well put it in the end of the day tour. Right, what was I going to do? Oh, yes. You'll have to fiddle a little bit with the controls to take away some conflicting keys that are set up, but once you fix that, the U key will open this GUI, and you can use it to toggle the engine, toggle hover mode on and off, and I've got that off right now, and toggle emergency hover mode on and off. And what emergency hover mode is, it also protects you from death. If you fall and it's going to kill you, emergency hover mode kicks in and you hover instead of going splat. It's another thing I highly approve of. Alright, so where is Gore? Maybe I'll just talk about the stairs here, then we'll go see Gore. So I built a second level, a start of a second level. The hallway isn't fully complete yet because we needed a farm. And for that we built, or actually Robert put together a harvester and the planter, which actually you can't really see too well up here. It's right there underneath the water. And currently, it looks like they're just about finished, so hopefully by the time we see Gore's demonstration and gets that working, we can see, I can turn this on. Yeah, we still got a few places that have to get a seed, because as soon as I turn that harvester on, we're not going to be getting any more seeds being bred. But that is going to be the farm, and if you use the precision sledgehammer, it will actually show you the area that's covered by these. And we've actually got it set right now to the max size because I went ahead and made emerald upgrades for both the planter and the harvester. And I will put a little hatch here and make it nicer. But for now, okay, so you're going to cheat something in for the demo and make them for real afterwards. So that works for me. So right now we don't have, for the things other than the sugar cane and the pumpkin seeds, we don't have, actually I need to talk a little bit more about pumpkin seeds. we don't have them going into the AE system yet. So the only things being pulled out of that chest are going to be the pumpkins and the sugar canes, and those are going to go to where they need to in order to provide fuel for the diesel engine. And over here, we don't currently have anything going in here. I have set up a whitelist, but it's not got anything in it because we don't actually need anything being planted with the use of agricraft crops. The only exception to this is the ender lily seeds, and this is an experiment. We want to see if it harvests them at all. If it does, then we're going to set up another harvester over and planter over in, another corner that's all to its own, and just, with the minimum area that it needs, so that we can get a good supply of ender pearls. We also have set up a dimensional anchor, but it does require fuel, and that's where the ender pearls come in, I believe. And so right now it's not fueled, but eventually it will be. I see a rabbit among my crops. Death to the rabbits! Oh wait, that's Lord of the Rings. Okay, this rabbit should be fine. Alright, so pumpkin seeds. The pumpkins are pulled out of here with the item conduit, and they are going to... I wish I knew where it was because I want to show you it. It uses electrotine to make, and I don't remember the name of it because it's an autocrafter. It doesn't require energy, but you need electrotine to make it. And it's somewhere down here, and it's turning those pumpkins into seeds in order to fill this. And I don't know where it is, so I can't show it to you, and I apologize for that. But I didn't see where Greater Raider put it. Alright, so let's follow the rabbit. That's Robert. We're following Robert. Why am I following Robert? Where's Gory? Okay. Robert probably thought I was chasing him to axe him. But I wasn't. I was not going to kill the rabbit. It was just an instinct from Lord of the Rings that I managed to suppress, thankfully. Alright, so I think Gory's down here in his Aura Cascade area. He has been working on a Cascade miner today, and that's actually why he made the obsidian, because he needed to make a special room. And he also made a trip to the end. He didn't kill the dragon. He whipped in, grabbed what supplies he could, and then using a warp book got his feathery behind out of there, so he didn't get killed by the dragon, which is excellent. Actually, we were kind of expecting to see a death message. We were very happy that we didn't. Alright, so do I need to go up in the air? Is that why you're going up? Alright, so where should I go? Oh, I see. Oh. Alright, so this must be the fortified obsidian. So I will let Gore explain what we're looking at. Alright, so the cascading miner turns aura cascade power into ores. That sounds wonderful. Okay, so that must be the power up there. Let's just go have a look at this. It needs to run for a while and then stop with a redstone signal to produce ores. Okay, so it's running, and it's just powered with violet ore for now. I believe he has some plans for another source of power. Sorry, I'm trying not to cough. Oh, the violet ore that automatically generates. Yeah, that makes sense. that the miner creates a singularity that will bounce inside the room below. So, you say that you have to turn it off periodically and then it produces the ores. Is there a particular time that you want to set it for to turn off? Okay, so Gory has it set for 5 minutes for now, but it's going to be set to 1 minute for the test. That makes sense, so we don't have to go blah, 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 for a while. Sorry, my brain is shutting down. And I'm trying not to cough. I think I'll have a drink of liquid that might help. And so Gory must have a program, because he was programming earlier. So imagine that's what the advanced computer is for. Okay, so while the singularity bounces, it damages the obsidian. Okay, that, and imagine that's the rationale for where the ores come from. It's doing something to the obsidian, but if it damages the obsidian, doesn't mean that the obsidian... If the obsidian breaks, the singularity escapes and causes problems. Yeah? Yeah, I can see that. Explosions. Explosions? And if it's bounce, is it going to like bounce randomly around the landscape causing explosions? I can see that being a major issue. So, I'm going to make a guess here, but if the singularity damages the obsidian, if you turn it off, right, that's what I was about to say, was basically turning it off allows the obsidian to regenerate. And that's why you turn it off periodically as well, so the singularity does not escape. So you have to have it off for a certain amount of time then, I would gather, for the obsidian to heal. And then, you know, turn it on, and it produces the ores, and then turn it on, it damages the obsidian, turn it off, the obsidian heals, produce ores. Okay. So Gory did use creative to make a few things, as you can see here. We will be deleting those and making them the non-admin way. But as he says here, these are just for the demonstration. So, and that is the cascading miner. And while Gory does a little work there, I'm going to go look up cascading miner. It is a little harder to make than it might first appear, as as Gory found out. So there's a lot of cascading things. Interesting. So the cascading miner, the arcane prism, it uses something like 24 diamonds or something like that. And yeah. Ready to run. Yes. Okay, I am paying attention. Each prism needs 8 diamonds. Okay. So that's where the expense comes in. Okay, so there we just saw it turn off. So I assume the singularity is down there now bouncing around. Don't hear anything. Oh, because there should be explosions. Alright. Okay. Fortified obsidian. You would expect it to still be dark, not light colored. Fortified with what, might I ask? Let's see if there's a recipe for it. Okay. Don't know how to make it. I was going to show you the recipe, but there isn't one, so I guess I won't show it to you. Ooh, what's that? Spruce. Alright, so I'm trying to think about, while we're waiting, what I can talk to you about. Oh, Gory's back. Alright, well, while we wait for something to happen here, I'll talk a little bit about my streaming plans for the next while. I'm still getting over the after effects of my illness. I can't call it a cold, and I can't really call it the flu, because the doctor that I saw called it a flu-like thing. So, while that is just a fabulous diagnosis, it doesn't really give me a shorthand to refer to it, so I've just been calling it the illness for now. Anyway, point is, I'm not going to stream 6 hours a day for the next while. I tried it today, but I don't want to exhaust myself because my energy level is not back to normal yet. So I'm probably going to try streaming 3 to 4 hours a day for the foreseeable future until I feel my energy level has come back up. And we'll see how that goes. So I will be still streaming in the afternoon and then the evening, but how much I will be streaming a total of 2 hours less a day for the next while. And it looks like Gory's still puttering around. Feeding it, I guess. Yep. Hopefully it will do something soon. So the demonstration has a... Oh! Look at that. Should provide a lot more aura. I'm hoping to hear at least one explosion here so we can and see a little bit things produced, but maybe what I'll do is I'll go around and show a little bit more of the changes since the last time I did an end of the day tour. And once it has started doing something, Gory can give us a shout and we'll come back and have a peek at it. Now watch, just as I walk away, it'll make a noise. Or has it done something already? No. Alright. So, thank you, Gory. Hopefully, we will get it working before I have to end the end of the day tour. But even if not, it is very interesting, this setup, and I look forward to seeing it in action. And producing ores, so we don't have to mine them all by hand. That will be fantastic. Alright, so another thing that I did was set up a little farm over here for cactus. And I'll probably will at some point move this downstairs and make it into cactus from Agricraft and get it harvested as well in our harvester area. So because I took the wheat down there, this area is not going to be used anymore. No farms appear. So yes, animals, you're going to have some of you are going to be moved into this new pen. Possibly the sheep, because it's bigger than the pen that the sheep are currently in. Oh, it's happening? Alright, let's go back. You heard a kaboom? Oh yeah, look at that. It's silent. Which is actually, I suppose, is... I think it should make some noise, but... You can see the singularity if you look. Well, I can see the damaged obsidian. And I saw a little poof of something there. Alright, let's change into a form that actually flies normally. And then I can hover a little easier. And have a look at the... See if we can see the singularity here. Okay, I'm trying to... I got so many dots on my screen here from things that I've marked on the map. I can't see the singularity. Yeah, no, I can't see it. Maybe it's my texture pack. But that is interesting, seeing it get damaged. No, I keep hoping to see the singularity, and I'm just not seeing it. Okay. I don't see any goodies yet. And nothing popped into my inventory, so... Maybe if I go below and look up, I'll see the... No, all I have is green wisp bits floating in front of my eyes. Okay, so it should have produced something by now, shouldn't it? It's been a minute. It's been longer than a minute. So is it healing up? I don't think it must take a while to heal up, because I don't see any... I haven't noticed any of the squares. You're running it again. Okay. So hopefully the singularity won't escape. Obsidian takes a long time to heal. Yeah, I can see that. Dirt takes a shorter time to heal, but has less health. Ah. I mean, which translates as you can't run it for as long, or the singularity will escape and wreak havoc. Fortified obsidian is made with obsidian and endstone, and that's why Gore risked death in the end. With the dragon still... Oh, whoa, whoa, look at that. Flying around. And a bigger room means it can run longer. Okay, so does it have a maximum size of room? And if it... You don't think so. Wow, so you could make a pretty huge room if you were so inclined. It's not a multi-block. Okay. So does it have to be a square room? So it could be, can it be any shape, or does it have to be a square or a rectangle? Poor Gory, I'm interrogating him while we wait. You could make it look like a nuclear silo if you wanted. Okay, well, there you go. So, nothing yet, huh? Oh. It was remarkably uninteresting in there. It was just a box. An empty one. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave Gory to tinker with this a bit more. I'm sure he will figure out why it's not producing any ore yet. At some point. But I look forward very much to that. And if you get it producing ore before I do end my end of the day tour, let me know and I'll come back. Otherwise, I'm going to go over and show your test setup made ores. Okay, oh no, I believe you that it makes ores. It was a 7x7 room though. Okay, maybe it's that room's too small then? That might... You put a sheep. Where'd that sheep come from? What are you trying to do? Push the sheep onto the thing there? The demo sheep. I think it's too big. I think you need a chicken. This was a surprise Gory left outside the front door. We're trying to demonstrate it here. Ba black sheep. No, the sheep's too big. The wisp doesn't work on it either because it's 2 blocks wide. You need a 1 block wide something. That's why I suggested a... Oh no, oh! Okay, you got it to work. Well, there you go. Ah, that's Robert. Robert. Okay, sorry, I thought it was Gory doing that. I should have realized it was Robert. But Gory did make this, and he actually caught Greater Raider. And it worked with pigs as well. So I'm going to hop in there and demonstrate it. But I am going to put my jetpack on so I don't kersplat on the ground. But if you want to watch a very entertaining episode of Greater Raider finding the present outside the front door last Saturday, I will link this in the description. And if I can, I'll put it in a card as well on the YouTube video. So you guys can go and watch Greater Raider discovering this too. But in the meantime, let's become me. And we've got this here. So let's go F5. And away. Oh. Okay, so basically, because I'm wearing this, it didn't put me anywhere exciting. So it looks like what I'm going to have to do is we're going to have to take this off. And then I'm going to stand on it. Oops, if I can do this in third person. Okay, this everything is backwards to what I expect, so... Whee! And now I'm falling. And let's see if I can get this on quickly enough. Yes, yes I did. So I did not splat on the ground, for which I am extremely grateful. And let's do that again, but I will do it from this perspective so you can see just how freaking high this thing sends you. And this thing, by the way, is a rebounding enigma from Aura Cascade. And let's just let's put this in my hand. That'll make it a little faster. Okay, so up we go. Up, up, and away! And then you're going down. No, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay, well, maybe I'm not gonna die. So, guys, looks like Gory is still. Robert's asking if it's a way of generating power. Well, Gory would know the answer to that. I don't know. It's just, it is highly entertaining. And it looks like there's some meat over there. Let's not let that go to waste. So, I would like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this end of the day tour. If you put a mob on there and have a momentum pump, it can be quite powerful. I see. I'm sure there's lots of things you can do with this that would be quite entertaining. In any case, thank you guys very much for watching this end of the day tour. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the stream sometime. Y'all take care now. Bye.